dire wolf. Even the name evokes strength and power. In the TV series Game of Thrones, dire wolves appear as symbolic creatures, leaving a strong impression on audiences. In reality, dire wolves were 20 to 30% larger and heavier than grey wolves and far more massive. Their jaws were significantly more powerful. For thousands of years, these predators ruled as apex hunters across North America in tightly coordinated packs. Yet, around 13,000 years ago, as the last ice age came to an end, they disappeared. What led such a powerful predator to extinction? The first to vanish were their prey. Starting about 20,000 years ago, Earth entered the final stage of the Ice Age and temperatures began to rise. As the ice receded, large herbivores of the Pleistocene, like mammoths, ancient bison, and prehistoric horses, began to die out in large numbers 12,000 years ago. Dire wolves had a strong ecological dependency on these animals. As their prey vanished, the dire wolves' food sources dwindled, and their survival became increasingly difficult due to their limited dietary flexibility. The arrival of humans changed everything. By this time, humans had already set foot on the North American continent, at least as early as 15,000 years ago. Early human groups used sharpened tools and coordinated hunting strategies to take down large animals, drastically reshaping the ecosystem. With fire and weapons, humans competed directly with apex predators like the dire wolf, and indirectly reduced available prey populations at an alarming pace. The smaller, more adaptable wolf survived. Grey wolves, which lived during the same period, still exist today. Though smaller than dire wolves, they were more agile and better at adapting to changing conditions. They could hunt a broader variety of prey and adjust to shifting climates. Dire wolves, on the other hand, were heavier, slower, and more specialized in their diet, traits that ultimately left them vulnerable. In the end, it was this difference in flexibility that divided survival from extinction. They looked alike, but were worlds apart. A genetic study revealed that dire wolves were not close relatives of grey wolves at all. In fact, the two lineages split around 5.7 million years ago. They were genetically distant and had evolved independently for millions of years. Due to long-term isolation and minimal genetic exchange with other species, dire wolves had low genetic diversity and limited adaptive potential. Despite their similar appearance and ecological roles, they were a classic case of convergent evolution, two unrelated species evolving to look alike because they occupied similar niches. Extinction might not be the end. Recently, the American biotech company Colossal Biosciences announced an official project to bring back the dire wolf. Based on ancient DNA analysis, scientists confirmed how genetically unique dire wolves were compared to modern canids, and began gene editing experiments to engineer similar living organisms. Colossal is also working on a parallel project that aims to insert woolly mammoth DNA into Asian elephants to create a mammoth-like hybrid. These efforts focus less on resurrecting exact copies and more on reviving lost ecological functions. Still, significant scientific and ethical challenges remain, and true realization may take a long time. The question, just because we can recreate the past, should we, remains as relevant today as it was in Jurassic Park. Reviving extinct species is not just a technical feat, but a philosophical and ecological decision with wide-reaching implications. Strength wasn't enough. It reminds us that survival is not about being the strongest, but about being able to change. Can the dire wolf, long gone, ever return?